Hello. Today I'm going to be teaching you how to brew another one of the OG De Mello Coffees, Butterfly Kiss. Butterfly Kiss is probably my personal favorite OG De Mello of the entire lineup. It has these beautiful tropical citrusy notes. There's some mango. I get a little bit of papaya in there. It really is delicious. So that's what we're going to be trying to get out in this recipe that I'm going to show you today for pour over. Before we do that, there are two things that I want to note. When doing pour over and other methods like espresso, getting good grind quality is important. If you can use a good quality burr grinder, that will really help. The second thing I want to mention is that with these more citrusy, fruity coffees, I find that water plays a really big role. Be sure that you're not using very hard water for this. Filter it if you can, or if you can't, you can also get aftermarket coffee mineral mixes like this one from Perfect Coffee Water. If you aren't getting the usual tasting notes that you normally get at the cafe with Butterfly Kiss, your water might be playing a big role. So with that out of the way, let's jump into the actual recipe. Because Butterfly Kiss is a slightly lighter, very fruity coffee, we're going to be using a brew ratio of 1:17. All this means is that for every gram of coffee we put in, we're going to add 17 grams of water. You can use whatever dose you like. It really just depends how large of a cup of coffee you want. I will put some other common ratios up here. The other thing we're going to be using is water at 96 degrees Celsius. We're going to go a little bit warmer to help extract, again, this lighter, fruitier coffee. So let's jump into that now. Grab your kitchen scale and dose out whatever dose you have chosen for your desired drink size. I'm going to be using 15 grams today, and as I grab my grinder here, just touching quickly on grind size, you don't have to do anything too crazy with Butterfly Kiss. The brew time we're aiming for is around 2 minutes and 25 seconds, so you can kind of go right up the middle at your normal pour over coarseness. All right, now that we have our coffee all ground up, the next thing we're going to want to quickly do is wet our filter paper. You want to get out any of those nasty papery tastes and also slightly warm up your brewer a little bit. I'm going to tare my scale, and then like I said, we're going to aim for a brew time of 2 minutes and 25 seconds, including a 30-second bloom. And for that bloom, we are going to use 50 grams of coffee to make sure that those grounds are completely wet. So here we go. I'm going to do my first pour, trying to soak all those grinds with 50 grams of coffee. And once that water is in there, what you can then do is give it a quick swirl, just to make sure that all those grounds are wet. And you'll see lots of gases coming off of this fresh coffee, and that is why we bloom, to let those gases escape, to fully soak those grounds and let out that extra little bit of sweetness that Butterfly Kiss is really known for. So after that 30 seconds, the next pour that we are going to do is to add another 100 grams. So we're going to aim up to 150 grams in the cup. That is for my brew ratio. And then at 150 grams, we are going to take a pause and give it another swirl. And what this second swirl is to do is to get all those grounds that are stuck on the edge of the filter paper and get them down into a nice flat bed. That is very important for any brewing method. Next, after we've done that swirl, we're just going to add in the rest of our water up to our desired brew ratio. For myself, using 15 grams of coffee, we're going up to 255 grams. Again, that is a 1:17. Whatever dose you started with, just use the subsequent amount of water. And then at this stage, you can give it one more light swirl if you really want to. There shouldn't be as many grounds stuck on that second pour, but getting that bed nice and flat again is what's going to ensure we get a nice, even extraction. We don't get any sourness, any bitterness. We just have it all right in the middle, right in that sweet zone. So something I want to mention, again, that brew time that we're aiming for is pretty classic. It's around 2 minutes and 25 seconds. But as always, try to dial in to your particular taste. There are so many variables, the grinder, the water that you're using, that this might not be perfect for you, but it is a very good starting point. So if you find that this is getting too acidic or it's getting too weak, you can grind a little bit finer. Or if it's getting too strong, you're getting some bitterness in there that you're not used to with Butterfly Kiss, you can try grinding a little bit coarser. So there we have it. I landed pretty much exactly on 2 minutes and 25 seconds. Once you are done that, all that is left to do is grab a cup and enjoy. So, I hope that you guys found this useful. I hope this has taught you how to make Butterfly Kiss exactly the way that you've experienced it in the cafes at your home. Thank you guys for watching, and we will see you in the next brewing guide.